We turn now to something important, but we warn you, it is difficult. These are some heartbreaking new pieces of video relating to the arrest and killing of George Floyd. Police body cam videos. Now, these have not, unlike other videos you may have seen, been released to the public before. They show a total of 28 minutes surrounding Floyd's interaction and arrest here. Now, we've looked at the transcripts. A judge ultimately blocked the videos from this section of the arrest from being released. Now, as mentioned, this is disturbing stuff. The videos begin with one officer knocking on Floyd's car window, and then this escalates as the officer actually, you'll see at this early stage, pulls out a gun, and we hear Floyd begging the officer not to shoot him.
Stay in the car. Let me see your other hand.
I'm sorry.
Let me see your other hand.
Please,
both hands.
do nothing.
Put your hands up right now. Let me see your other hand.
Man, I got shot the same way as I was before.
Okay, well, when I say let me see your hands, you put your hands up. Step out and face away.
Okay, please don't shoot me. Please, man.
I'm not going to shoot you. Step out and face away.
I'm going to get you out of eye, man. Please don't shoot me, man. Please, man. I just lost my mom, man.
These new videos provide new evidence about how quickly police were escalating the interaction. You see the gun drawn there, despite the individual, the suspect here, being clearly unarmed. Another part of these new released videos show the officers trying to move Floyd initially into a police car.
Stay on your feet and face the car door. Man. Please. Please, man. Don't leave me by myself, man. Please. I'm just claustrophobic. That's it.
Oh, you're still going in the car.
See, y'all, I'm gonna die in here. I'm gonna die, man.
One of the arresting officers, Derek Chauvin, has been charged with murder. Other officers face the charges of aiding and abetting murder. We should note we do not know who leaked this particular video. It was first posted by the Daily Mail. It does overlap with and thus appears verified by the body cam video that was seen by NBC News and is part of the video from Officer Thomas Lane's camera. We turn now to Mark Claxton. He's a retired police detective and director of political affairs for the Black Law Enforcement Alliance with expertise both on policing and civil rights issues. Like so much of this, it's tough to watch. What do you see as important here in this as new evidence?
I think it's important that Mr. Floyd was obviously in a tremendous degree of stress and discomfort, and that could be for various reasons. And I think it has to be incumbent upon the professional police officer, and their response has to be based on the actions of the other individual. But I think police officers have to respond with a knowledge and understanding that there are times when you may have a person who is suffering from some psychological discomfort. There may be a language barrier. There may be some physical impairment. There may be even deaf or mute sometimes, and you have to adjust your approach accordingly. What you cannot do is to exacerbate situations. You should de-escalate at all costs and be very mindful of some extenuating circumstances. Mr. Floyd indicated at some point, several times during the course of the exchange, that he was claustrophobic. I know from personal experience, I've had a similar situation with apprehending or arresting a person who was severely claustrophobic. So that has to be a matter that a police officer has to take into account and understand and decide how you're going to handle that situation.
Let's take a look at one other short excerpt from this new leak. Take a look.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this, man. Mama, I love you. Reese, I love you.
You got Hubble?
My kids, I love you. I'm telling you.
Given that, in contrast to many cases, this is now open, moving towards prosecution of the officers, with about a minute I have left in our broadcast, your view of whether this adds to prosecutors' evidence?
Yeah, I think there's tremendous probative value in the video itself, and I think it's important. It will be important moving forward. And I think it's also important for us to understand that even of all the videos that we've seen very little as far as a police officer's justifiable use of that level of force. If you can ever justify using 8 or 9 minutes of compression against a person, and disabling their breathing. If you could ever justify that, nothing we have seen thus far would even offer any justification for it. And there's nothing also in the 21st century or even 20th century professional police training. It's all disturbing. It's all painful. It's all hard touch, but it's not the dark realities of policing at this time and how it pertains to Black and brown communities, especially. This death is unavoidable, and the video that's come out thus far has only validated that position. This is all avoidable, and we have to keep that in mind as we move forward.
Understood. And Mark Claxton, we often rely on you on these stories we have for years. I thank you for joining us on what, again, I told viewers is a tough one. Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.